Very welcome back to conference and to the Mullingar Park Hotel for the 63rd National Conference of the Labour Party. Just a few little things, a little bit of housekeeping I'd like to announce. Fire exits. There are 2 doors down at the end of the hall. There are 2 doors. There are. All right, lads. If something happens, don't blame me if you don't know where to go. I'm only. And anyway, I come from Michael O'Leary country. Way. All right, let's get serious. The fire exits are 2 doors down at the end, 2 in the middle here. There's a fire exit here, and actually there are 2 fire exits behind the set, right? I've been asked by the Westmeath organisation to remind you all that there's a social in the EFA suite just following the party leader's speech, and there's a brilliant band on, and everybody is asked to go and attend, and it's only €10. And the Westmeath organisation have their tickets on sale outside. And they're selling their tickets in aid of charity, so it's a good cause. The other thing I'd like to say is tomorrow morning we start at 10 a.m. And folks, please remember, before you go to bed tonight, the clocks spring forward 1 hour. So you don't want anybody saying you didn't know that the clocks were changing. We want you here at 10 o'clock in the morning for Michael D's section on international affairs. There is a complimentary bus put on by the Westmeath organisation to bring people back to their hotels, and it will be travelling through the night right up until 2:30. So you will get transport back to your hotels following the festivities, following our party leader's speech. I'd like now to hand over to our Deputy Leader, Joan Burton.
Well, you're very welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In a little while, because of Earth Hour, we'll even be dimming the lights, but that'll be before the real excitement when Eamon Gilmore arrives. But before Eamon comes to speak with us, we have some very important business to do. I want to invite the President of the party, the one and only Michael D. Higgins, to join me. I know that Michael just became President for life today, so congratulations, Michael. But as a poet and as an intellectual, Michael D. has been one of the driving forces in left politics in Ireland, and we are so proud to have him as TD for Galway West and as President of the Labour Party. So welcome, Michael D. We have some very important people here tonight who have given a huge amount of service to the Labour Party. The people who are here on the platform, I reckon that between them they add up personally to about 400, 500 years of service to the Labour Party. And when you take in some of their family connections, which go back to the foundation of the Labour Party and the foundation indeed of the Transport Workers Union in Ireland and the Federation of Rural Workers, this is a real bridge between the Labour Party as it is now, the Labour Party and what it came from, and the Labour Party as we hope it will grow in the future. So our first person to call up for an award tonight is Mark Nugent from the Rochford Bridge branch here in Longford, Westmeath. And those of you who know Mark Nugent will know that he has been a fantastic public representative for the Labour Party for many, many years. He's a former Bord na Móna worker. He started working on the bog at the age of 16. He became active with Jimmy Tully in the Federation of Rural Workers, and he has been a lifelong trade unionist. This year will mark Mark's 50th year as a union activist, and during his time at Bord na Móna, he was a worker director, and having served on the board, became the elected vice chairperson of the company, a position he held during some of the most turbulent times in the company. Mark also was a founder member of the Rochford Bridge Credit Union. He was co-opted onto the County Council in 1990 and was returned in every election since. Mark worked tirelessly for those who needed not just a helping hand, but help in terms of community building and help in terms of sustaining families. He's been particularly involved in trying to tackle the housing shortage, which bedeviled rural Ireland at one stage. He was elected the chairperson of the County Council in 2008, and he decided not to go forward in the local elections in June, but to retire from public life in terms of being a public representative. I know, however, that he continues to work for the election of both his successor and for the whole Labour Party team in Longford Westmeath, so ably led by Willie Penrose. Mark. The next person that we want to call for an award is Peter Donnellan from the Walshestown branch, who's been known, I think, to many people outside of Longford Westmeath for his assiduous attendance at Labour Party conferences down the years. He has been one of the leading lights of the Longford Westmeath Constituency Council. Peter started his Labour activities with the Post Office Engineering Union and was involved right from the 60s and 70s until recently in the union. He has been, I suppose, one of the foremost aides to Willie Penrose ever since Willie Penrose went on the County Council and subsequently became a Dáil deputy. Peter, I think, will admit to originally being from Meath, but in Longford Westmeath, I think it's appropriate that he has been, in many ways, the right-hand man of Deputy Willie Penrose. Can you congratulate Peter Donnellan, please? We have a wonderful woman member of the Labour Party, Winnie Howard, who's from the Granard branch. And again, I have to say, one of the things about Longford Westmeath is how hard this huge group of men and women work to keep a whole group of Labour councillors and the Labour deputy elected and returned to office time after time. Winnie has been, I think, every office holder in the Granard branch. She's somebody whose insight, whose compassion and whose care for people is valued in the Labour Party, and tonight we want to recognise her service to the Labour Party.